Looking good. All right, so it's Monday morning, and this is the I Bring It Everyday channel, and my name is Kelly. And I am here to talk a little bit about motivation. And the goal is to get the week started out on a positive note and to get you thinking about what you want to do this week, you know, today, tomorrow, and then go on and complete your week and have a few key things done to help you move forward. So, this is where we are today, and welcome in. So, I'm going to talk a little bit. Oh, TWP Popcorn, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Oops, let me take a sip. I'm getting a little scratchy. Uh oh. Good to see you. Welcome in. All right. So, I'm going to just start out with just a couple of, I would say, happy things here. So, we're gonna start out with that, and then this will be something you can think about for this to start your day. Because the main thing is you want to make sure that whatever you do, it's going to bring you a little bit of joy. And that's kind of, so I'm sort of doing this today as a stream of consciousness. And I've been thinking a lot about just so many things over the last few days. And hopefully I can bring this around to just staying positive and then keep going. All right. Oh, let's see. So we got some new people. I see Suzanne. Good morning. 4T Ty. Hello. Got Asharaj. Hello. Good morning. And good morning, Kelly. How are you doing? Cicely Simmons. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Now, let me see if I can just do one thing here. Hopefully this will be accurate here. Okay. So I'm just going to show you just a couple of things from this. I've been looking at this happy calendar, and because Mondays I sometimes can be tough. So I always just like to say, I'm going to see if I can put this in. I hope this is. I forgot to check and see if this is. Let me just see if this is. Um, oh, it is backwards. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. And hang on. No, I cannot. I'll have to do it this way. But anyway, I'm going to show you just a couple of quick happy things, and then we'll go from there. And hopefully, there it is. Now it's forward. So we're going to start the day with be happy and happy Monday. Oh, thank you so much. Here you go. Tell someone a good joke today. Life is better when you're laughing. Okay. Let me see. I found a couple of good ones here. This is another way to kind of get yourself a staycation. So they say everyone could use a little staycation. What's something new you can try? And I say this all the time because I'm a crafter, and I notice like a lot of people when they craft, they get very stagnant. And that's my goal in life, is not to become stagnant. But one of the things that they say is if you feel yourself becoming stagnant, sometimes you have to take a little bit of a break, and the break in terms of a staycation. And then a lot of times, because I've always been a dabbler, I do things, I try out different things. And it's okay, if you're not like perfect at it. But a lot of times when you try out new things, you might find that you like something that you were not aware of before. So we'll do that. Okay. I'm going to turn around for a second. And, oh, here we go. I'm going to do this one too. I like this one. There's my camera. Here you go. Make your own happy today. This is every day you have to do this in your mindset. And, they say, others can't make you happy, but happiness is a choice. And you sort of have to pull yourself in and say, especially like the other day, I'll just give you an example. I was having kind of a bad day. I had a couple things break, and it was kind of weird. I usually don't have a problem with breakage in certain things, but a couple of things just broke this one day, kind of within an hour of each other. And I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I was just a little bit more weirded out by it than I was angry, but I just went, oh no. Like I had some fear, and so I had to say, okay, I got to pick myself up and keep going. And so I had to choose to be happy and keep going. You know what I mean? And that was tough. But when you have something that breaks, it's brutal. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go back here. That's me. So this should sort of uplift you a little bit. The world is lucky to have you. Right? This was from St. Patrick's Day. But that's a really big thing that you have to remember. Because originally, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about just telling people just to be comfortable being who you are and doing what you do. And I guess it's really weird. Like I'm kind of I'm a little bit torn about talking about it. But I just noticed on YouTube there or on social media just in general, there's a lot of I'm not saying reuse, but people reuse a lot of people's stuff. And I think it's I don't know, like I feel some kind of way about it, as they say. And what I mean is, I just like to say, like in terms of, I think the point of being on social media a lot of times is to sort of show your creativity. Like, don't be afraid to show your creativity. But I think a lot of people don't do it, and they tend to talk about, or they tend to borrow other people's stuff. And so I just say, just be confident in who you are and what you do, and just do you, because you're better off. I think you're more effective if you are authentic in what you do. And then, so in other words, like I like I'll give you like a prime example. So here's Rosalie. Welcome in. And she's a crafter. And Rosalie does certain crochet stuff. That's she does it really, really well. And I can't be Rosalie, so I'm trying to be myself. You know what I mean? Just a prime example. But yeah, you got to make sure that you're confident in what you do. And Rosalie does stuffed animals. I do other stuff. So and that's kind of her forte. So all I'm saying is that if I from originally from Germany, so let's just say I really like what Rosalie does, and I want to copy it. And let's say I'm from the USA, like I am, and I suddenly started speaking with a German accent. You would look at me and say, "What in the world is this girl doing?" Because you would know that that is not authentically me. That's just an example. So, like I said, use your own words, use your own mannerisms. And I think that people appreciate you when you're being you and not somebody else. Yeah, Rosalie. Yes, if I suddenly developed a German accent, you would look at me sideways, right? So, now here's some basic steps in life that I picked out for today. But anyway, I was just sort of thinking about this. I'm trying to develop my argument for what I was trying to talk about before, but I'm still working it out, And yes, thank you. Be your awesome self. Yeah, and I just think a lot of people are afraid to do that. And it's a shame because everybody has their own gifts and talents. And what I'm good at, you may not be good at, and vice versa, and all the way around. But yeah. Hey, Liz, thank you so much for coming in. It is early, isn't it? I didn't even finish my coffee yet, which is bad. I know. I'm like, woo, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. But these are the three thoughts that I had for today. This is from Lao Tzu. And they say, do difficult things while they're easy to do, great things while they are small. And it says, a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. All right, I'm going to do that one more time. So say, do difficult things while they are easy, do great things while they are small, and a journey of 1,000 miles must start with a single step. And that is, the way I interpret that is, um, sometimes in life you have these really big challenges that may or you cannot fix in a day or in an hour. On TV, a lot of times they'll do a show and there will be a problem, and then by about 15 minutes in, it's almost solved. Well, sometimes things don't are not that quick. So what you want to try to do is you want to you just have to take tiny steps. And a lot of times a tiny step will get you further than trying to do everything all at one time. And sometimes you have to break things up into manageable pieces because number one, your mental health is affected when you're doing a really intense job. And then number two, you will feel some sense of accomplishment as you're going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you have a big issue, you have to sort of make the plan of how you're going to fix it. Let's say if you have a big issue, maybe it's some savings, maybe you need to save some money or something. For me, that's always the thing. How do I save the money to buy something? What's the best way to earn that money, right? Should you borrow the money? Should you use your savings account? All these things that you have to think about, while you're while you're figuring it out. But you just want to take little tiny steps, right? And that way, even though it hurts, you're going to get there. But you just have to be patient and then remember that tiny steps will lead you forward as well. All right, so that's Lao Tzu quote. Then the other thing is, and this is going back to persevering, perseverance is not a long race, it is many short races after the other. So, once again, perseverance is not a long race, but is many short races after the other. And this is Walter Elliott. So little steps. You got to go little steps. But, and to persevere means you just have to keep going, regardless of how you feel. And maybe, today you have to approach your life from a different angle. And so, whoops, as I'm dropping everything. There you go. There you go. Whoops, I am bad. Yep. All right, now. So now the third one is, now this is an interesting way of looking at life. And this is from Wayne Dyer. And Wayne Dyer is a motivational speaker. He's very famous. And this is interesting too. He says, you can be miserable or motivate yourself. Whatever has to be done, it's always your choice. Yes, Vila's up. All right, girl. It's a little early for you. It's even early for me. I slept really good, though, I will say, last night. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I'm tired. But let me see this thing. Okay, here we go. I got my coffee. But that was really exciting. Now, of course, this is backward. I'm very sad. I forgot to fix the camera. Turn around. But anyway, how are you doing, Jane? How's everything? Are you feeling okay? Hopefully you're doing okay. But anyway, that's good. So I'm going to take a sip. And thanks for greeting everybody in. I really appreciate it. Let me take a sip. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. So anyway, those were sort of the things that I was thinking about today. I said, I think a lot of people are afraid of being themselves. And, like a lot of times you get these, like I know, for example, my parents were very, very intense. And they were always like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Very, very strong opinions. And I think in some ways it was good because it sort of forced me to life. I set out these goals and I kind of try to work through them. And oh, you woke up so hard. Oh boy, you woke up nasty. Okay, Kevin, be nice. Yes. Yep. I'm gonna take that out. But you're gonna be nice. Oh my gosh, there's Drew. Good morning. Drew's Adventures. Good day. Good day, Kelly, and hope all you are well. Thank you so much. Yes. So yeah, it's really interesting. So like I said, I think these three quotes, I sort of put these together and just sort of said, hey, it's okay, just be nice, Kevin. Because that was a little on the line because we're trying to be positive and respectful. All right. So now okay, never mind. I'm not going to ask you what that means, but I hope what your comment meant was that you don't want to start out on a tough day. Yeah. So the whole thing is, you can choose to be miserable or you can motivate yourself and whatever has to be done, and it's always your choice. So the point is, if things aren't going well, you got to make sure that you could choose to be positive and happy or not. But, and then you got to also remember that happiness comes from within. Nobody else can make you happy, right? And I think a lot of people make that, they're very, are very confused by that. And so there it is. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take one more sip because I need another. Mm-hmm. Now, what's your story, Kevin? Hopefully, do you work? Are you a student? But here are a couple more positive quotes. Oh yeah, thanks for coming, Cicely. You have a blessed day. I'm gonna turn this around real quick. Called Happy Notes, and I think it's been really useful. I'm gonna around. There we go. Happy Notes. All right, here we go. And this way, it's straightforward here. Sweet Pea said, "Good morning." All right, here we go. So speaking of happiness coming from within, and also having the courage just to keep going. So just for today, I will be unafraid. Especially, I will not be afraid to be happy, to enjoy what is beautiful, to love, and to believe that those I love me. And that's Frank Crane. So that's a good one. And this sort of puts together, let me see if I can, got a little bit of a glare. This puts together all of the thoughts that I talked about earlier. So I'm going to be unafraid. Especially, I will not be afraid to be happy, to enjoy what is beautiful, to love and believe that those I love me. Yep. So we like that. I'm going to go with that one. And then remember, everybody, this is sort of like Mr. Rogers, how he used to say, you are special. You make today better. And just remember, everybody has their own gifts and everybody has something to offer to the world. Should you choose that mission? Yep. And I'm saying, don't be afraid to be you. Okay, let's see. Here we go. This is a good one, too. This is from last week. Tell a friend why you love them. Everyone deserves to know what makes them special. There's a little bit of a shadow there. So, once again, tell a friend why you love them. Everyone deserves to know what makes them special. Yep. And so, in light of some of the deaths, there's been a lot of passings over the last couple of weeks of like famous people. Okay, 4T's doing homework. All right now. And okay, hold on. I'll stop. Let me